Good morning, children. Welcome to the world of EVS. Take a sip of cool, clear water. It will help you grow. It will make you strong. And its formal name is H2O. So, take a sip of cool, clear water. It will help you grow. It will make you strong. And its formal name is H2O. Did you get any idea about our topic? Yes, you said it. Today we are going to discuss about water. Water is a natural resource. Natural resource. What does it mean? Nature provides us some things to satisfy our needs like air, water, soil, sunlight, etc. So, water is a natural resource. So, we will study about water in detail and discuss some about other natural resource. Are you all ready to attend? Are you all eager to know? Yes, you have to drink 8 glass or 12 glass of water per day. Will you do it? For your healthy growth, you have to take 8 glass to 12 glass water per day. Look at this. No color, no taste and transparent. Can you see me through the glass? Can you see me through the water? That is transparent. So, water is colorless, tasteless and transparent. Can you have some examples of uses of water? Water is used for, yes, you said it, drinking, cooking, to wash our vessels, clothes and shoes. That is washing, watering plants. Farmers spray water for the plants. Irrigation, that is known as irrigation. So, what are the uses of plants? Drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, cleaning and irrigation. Did you understand the uses of water? Yes. Can you name the sources of water? Yes, seas, lakes, rivers, ponds, wells, isn't it? We call them as water bodies. Name some water bodies. Oceans, lakes, ponds, rivers, wells, etc. How does rain occur? Do you like rain really? Rain, rain, come again. How does it occur? I will tell you. Water from these water bodies, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. due to sun's heat, they will change into water vapor and will go to the air, atmosphere. So, water changes into water vapor called evaporation. This water vapor will float in air and when they move in air, they will cool and form tiny droplets due to condensation. These tiny droplets move together, stick together and form clouds. Clouds will float in air. Small clouds join together and form big clouds. When the weight become more, due to precipitation, rain will occur. Not only evaporation, taking water upward, transpiration. While teaching part of plants, leaf, I told you there is a small opening, stomata, through which water molecules come to the air. So, water move from the ocean or the water bodies into the air and form clouds. From the clouds, raindrops will come back. So, rain is the chief source of water. So, this movement of water in the form of a cycle is known as water cycle. Here I have a picture. Can you see this water cycle? Can you see the beautiful sun here? Due to sun's heat, this water will move upward and form clouds due to condensation. When these clouds become heavy, can you see the big cloud here? Yes, this undergo precipitation and we get the rain. So, water will go up and will come down. It will move in a cycle. So, it is known as water cycle. Water in the sky, water in the sea. Water is 60% of you and me. Water for you, water for me. Water for animals and water for plants. Water for everyone. So, we like water very much. We like to play in rainwater especially, isn't it? Yes, but don't drink old water. We have to drink boiled or filtered water. Our panchayat or municipality people will send water to our home. Tap water we will get. So, they will add chlorine in water. That is called chlorination. Chlorine will kill the germs. So, you have to drink always boiled water or filtered water. To stay healthy, we have to save water, isn't it? To save water, we should follow some rules in our daily life. I will tell you some tips. Will you do it? Yes. Don't take always shower bath. Use bucket and mug. You like shower bath, I know. But to save water, we have to use bucket and mug while taking bath. Will you do it? Yes. When you see any tap is leaking, you tell your elders and repair it. And the water from the kitchen, you should give to the plants. If possible, collect rainwater and use it. So, there are many ways to save water. I told you 2 or 3. Will you find the remaining? Yes, very good children. Here I have another surprise for you. What is this? This is a balloon. Here I filled air in this. Did you see it? You cannot see it. You cannot touch it. You can feel it on your skin. You cannot see it. You cannot touch it. You can feel it on your skin. So this is air. So now let us study about air. Today we will study the uses of air. Air will help us to play kites, isn't it? You can play with balloons. Air help the birds to fly in air. Air help us to fly aeroplane. air we will fill in football, air we will fill in tire. Without tire, we can't run vehicles. So how important air is? The most important thing I didn't tell you. We have to breathe. All the living things breathe. So we need the most important natural resources, that is air. So what are the uses of air? For breathing, for the birds to fly, aeroplanes to fly, to fill air in tire, swimming tube, to play kites, we need air. When air moves, we call it as wind. When air moves, we call it as wind. When the wind blows gently, we call it as breeze. When the wind blows strongly, we call it as storm. So did you get the uses of air? Now let us discuss the uses of another natural resource, that is soil. We are constructing the building, road, everything on the soil, and we are getting food from plants. So plants get their nutrients and water from the soil. We make bricks, pots, it's all from the soil. So what are the uses of soil? Soil gives water and nutrients for the plants. So in the soil we can construct buildings, railway tracks, roads, etc. Now if you can prepare your own models with clay. Now let us discuss about another natural resource, that is sunlight. Have you seen the beautiful sun? Do you feel it is ugly? This is an ugly picture. Will you draw a beautiful one? Yes, you are excellent artist. So sunlight also very useful for us. Sunlight is very helpful for our green plants to prepare food. With sunlight, we can dry our clothes. We can produce electricity, solar energy. Did you hear about that? Solar cells. Yes. So we can produce electricity from sun. Sunlight we will use and produce electricity. We will get vitamin D for our bones. So you have to get some sunlight in morning and evening. So what are the uses of sunlight? Help in preparing food for the plants, to dry our clothes, to make solar energy into electrical energy. We can heat water. Another use we studied in water cycle, sun helps in evaporation, isn't it? Yes. Same way, with the help of wind, we can create windmills. From that, we will get electricity. So, today we discussed about water in detail, and we studied the uses of soil, uses of air, uses of sunlight. Did you understand? Will you draw some pictures which shows air, water, soil and sunlight? Yes, spend your leisure time for drawing too. Will you save water hereafter? Yes, you have to save water and plant more trees. So keep studying. We will see in the next class. Till then, bye.